Hi all. In this video, we are going to see about the numeric measure mean. So hope you all have heard about the measuring of central tendency by using mean, median and mode. Everybody know what is mean, median and mode separately. So in this video, we are going to see only about the mean. So mean is mainly used for measuring the central tendency. The most common and effective numeric measure of the center of a data set is by measuring the mean. Let's say you have the data points xi where x1, x2 till xn be the set of n values. It could be any observations. You have n number of observations. In that case, this x observations could be anything. In our example, let us take this x could be a salary. Then what could be the mean of the particular set of those values, the mean of the salary? Then what happens? So if x is the data point, then the formula for finding the mean value of the xi data point is summation of I tends to 1, the first data point, to the n observations into xi. So it means that xi consists of element from 1 to n. So x1 plus x2 till xn. So 1 to xn elements, x items are there, divided by the number of items, observations in the set. So this is the formula for mean. So now let us take an example. Suppose we have the following values for the salary shown in increasing order. So these are all the values: 30, 36, 47, 50, 52, 52, 56, 60, 63, 70, 70, 110. So what could be the measure called mean? So to find the mean, what will be the measure? So you will be adding up, summing up all. If you sum it up all, that will be a normal summation. But if you divided it up by the number of observations, here you have 12 values. So if you divide it by the number of observations, then you will get the mean, which is basically, normal term you call it as the average. Since all the salary are in dollars, we have mentioned mean is equal to $58,000. So weighted arithmetic mean. So each and every data point xi element can be associated with a weight wi, where the xi element could be from 1 to n. If the weight reflects the significance, okay, if the weight reflects the significance, importance or occurrence frequency attached to their respective values. So the weight could be anything. It could be the how much significant the item value could be, the importance of the item value could be calculated by using the weight, or how frequently the occurrence could happen. Everything can be actually reflected through weight. So in case if the weights are associated with the data item, then how the mean value for the particular data item could be calculated. And when you calculate the mean for particular data item which is associated with some weight, then you call it as a weighted arithmetic mean or the weighted average. How do you calculate it? So you calculate with summation of I is equal to 1 to n, where xi multiplied with the weight, xi multiplied with the weight, divided by the summation of the weights, divided by the summation or the total values of the weights. So you could see wi into xi, that is x1, xi, wi into xi means, so 1 to the total number of observations. So w1 into x1 plus w2 into x2 till wn to x1. N is the final observation, wn to xn, divided by w1. So for wi you have 1 to n, so w1 plus w2 till w1 observations. This is how you find the weighted arithmetic mean. So let us see about the drawbacks of mean calculations. When you calculate the mean, this mean is actually sensitive to the extremes value, because even a smaller number of extreme values could corrupt the entire mean. For example, in a company, if almost 70% of the employees are getting in a normal average salary, and suddenly 30% of the employees are going to get a highly paid salary, then the entire mean will be collapsed and will be corrected, and it will be a sort of, it will be arranged as if every employee in the company will get the proper salary. So the mean salary at a company may be substantially pushed up by that of few highly paid managers. So what could be the solution for this? Either could be trimmed mean. When you find the mean, it could be trimmed to the bottom or to the nearest level, and then the mean obtained after chopping off values at the high and low extremes. Sort the values observed for salary, and then remove the top and bottom 2% before computing the mean. For example, if you go here, if you have a 12 observations, if you feel that these values could corrupt your mean values, you can trim the lowest 2% and the highest 2%, and then you can start finding your mean. Thank you so much. Hope you can understand the mean values. Thank you.